How Victor Montalvo honors Mexican roots in breaking journey to Paris Olympics. What makes Victor Montalvo an effective breaker, his teammate Jeffrey Lewis said, is his ability to move in any position. The traditional themes with a new school twist are apparent in his style. In more ways than one, Victor Montalvo credits his father, Victor Bermudez, for his journey within breaking, from their home in Kissimmee, Florida, to the 2024 Paris Olympics, where breaking will make its first, and perhaps only, appearance at the Games. Not only did Bermudez's breaking background from his native Mexico influence his son, but Bermudez pushed Montalvo into the international breaking scene as a teenager. He wanted Montalvo to go to the Notorious IBE, an international dance festival in the Netherlands that is one of breaking's biggest events. Montalvo was 17 and hadn't finished high school yet. Some family members bristled at the decision. "My dad is like, no, I'm going to get you a passport. I don't care what anyone says. You're going," Montalvo told USA Today Sports, "because he saw how much passion I had for it. And I just thank him for doing that." Another world opened up to Montalvo. He started traveling more after that trip and receiving invites to places like France, which has a thriving breaking community, and other spots around the globe. 2024 Olympic medals. Who is leading the medal count? Follow along as we track the medals for every sport. It's like, all right, I'm going to pursue this. And I decided to leave school, Montalvo said. After the Olympics, Montalvo will receive his GED, he said, and wants to attend college. But first, winning the first Olympic gold medal for breaking is on Montalvo's wish list. But beyond that, showcasing hip-hop and breaking culture to the world is his priority, along with continuing to make his family proud. Victor Montalvo following in footsteps of dad, uncle. $1. That's how much Bermudez and his twin brother Hector paid to watch a tape inside of a friend's kitchen in Puebla, Mexico, more than 40 years ago. What Bermudez saw altered the course of his family's trajectory. It was a recording of an American show Bermudez discovered years later, called That's Incredible. The clip he saw featured the Floormasters battling the Dynamic Rockers, two New York City-based breaking crews from the 1980s. The Bermudez twins watched the video at least 10 times. They tried to copy the dance moves and started practicing on the sidewalk. Afterward, the movie Beat Street, which chronicled New York hip-hop culture in the early 1980s, came out. The Bermudez twins took it up a notch. "We kind of knew how to do windmills, backspins, things like that," Victor Bermudez told Sports. "So when we started doing that, there were a lot of people. They went crazy." Victor Sr. and Hector were about 12 or 13 years old. Other kids in the neighborhood started breaking, and a crew slowly formed. A local government worker found the group and asked if they wanted to participate in a traveling variety show that traversed the state of Puebla. Somebody played guitar, another performed comedy. The Bermudez boys and their friends breakdanced. Sometimes there were 20 people in the crowd. Other shows, they danced for 100th of Montalvo's current 81,000 followers on Instagram. "We practiced 10 hours a day in the concrete, all the bruises, scratches on our back." Hector Bermudez, Montalvo's uncle, put down cardboard to help with that. Their crews swelled to about a dozen kids, but Victor Sr. was the best, Hector said. "He always was the one who would say, 'I'm going to play the best in the world,'" Hector said. "But the things that we were doing back then, it wasn't like where you can watch YouTube and try to do the stuff that they were doing." Victor Sr. had to wait for his son to reach the summit on his behalf. "We fell in love with it big time," Hector said. "For little kids traveling from this one town to another one, it was a big thing." U.S. teammate says Victor Montalvo well-rounded as a breaker. The traveling tour ended. Breaking leaked out of hip-hop culture and decreased in popularity. At the end of 1988 and beginning of 1989, the Bermudez twins immigrated from Mexico and joined the rest of their family in the United States. Their parents and siblings were in the Orlando, Florida area. The Bermudez boys found another art form, death metal, and started a band called Sarcophilus, the scientific name for a Tasmanian devil. During a garage jam session one day, they realized their children were watching Beat Street in another room. I went, "Oh, I used to do that," and my nephew, Hector Jr., was like, "Ah, you are lying." "I don't believe you," said Victor Sr. I say, "Ah, I was good at it." And they started going like, "Yeah, right." And I went to my brother and I go, "They think I'm lying about being a b-boy." Victor Sr. dug out his old b-boy